you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks. Hi folks, just got the most wonderful surprise. Our friends we used to board the horses with, we were talking about the weather yesterday and we showed them our old temperature gauge. I'll show you the temperature gauge. So the temperature gauge we've been working with is this one. And then we were comparing what our temperatures were in the area. And we compared pictures. And they sent us a picture of their weather station. And we were like, oh, that's so bougie. And we showed them our temperature gauge. That's from like the 60s. And the next thing, I got a photograph to say something's been delivered at your gate. And they had sent us this. So thank you very much, you guys. Let's go and find a spot to mount it. We've got to choose a spot to mount it in the garden somewhere. It came with the house. We love it. These old things are really good. And then, as you all know, we've got the rain gauge mounted up there by the wagon wheel. So that 5-in-1 weather station is going to take care of all of this. So that's the rain gauge over there. So most of my choices are dictated to by where these guys can reach, right? Especially Tando, because Tando, man, he goes after anything. Or I could mount it on one of these veggie garden posts, because at least then it's enclosed in a fence. Look at all the butts facing us. Okay, there's Birdie and Tando, so let's carry on looking. So that's the original rain gauge. If you guys follow us on the channel, we've had some action with this thing. So now there's a couple of other spots we could put it, like that post there, or let's go and have a look in the front out by the beehive. So this old weather vane, you can see it, used to be mounted on this pole here. It got blown off in one of our monsoon storms. It was a powerful storm and it just blew that thing off onto our car down there when we used to have the Prius. And that heavy metal thing really damaged the Prius. So I'm thinking of this pole, but I don't think I can get all the way to the top of the pole, but I could put like a piece of wood and then mount the weather vane on that piece of wood. So we're in Lindsay's veggie garden now. I'm thinking one of these posts here. The squash is really taking off. Wow. So I think this one would be far enough out of the way. I just have to see. Unfortunately, the fence is going to be in the way. Let's have a look see. Guy's the most curious horse ever. Like he'll just, you see how he's looking at it? He's the one I'm really worried about. So it's definitely got to be away from him, as far away from his reach as possible. Because anything new that he sees, he's just like, well, we can have that. So what I think is on this pole here, we'll mount it. And then he can't get to it. Okay, so we've decided where we're going to mount the rain sensor, and we've got a good location out in Lindsay's vegetable garden. So now I'm just going to install the batteries and set the timer and make sure they're talking to each other, and then when it's cooler out there, we'll go and mount the rain gauge. So batteries are on board both units, 10 batteries in all, 10 AA batteries. Now I've got to make sure that that switch corresponds with the switch on that one. I think I'm just going to leave it at A on both of them, and we'll see if they talk to each other. So I've just done a full factory reset. I've held the reset button for 10 seconds. And it's done a full factory reset. It's searching for the sensor. Wireless signal has been found. Okay, now it's asking me to set the time and date, so I'm going to go ahead and do all those settings and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so all of it's set up now. Now it's just to go and place the rain gauge outside and get this thing talking and see what happens. As you can see, it's saying it's 82. No, there's no way it's 82. It's about 109 out there now, so I'll go and set it up now. Okay, so I'm here at the back of Lindsay's vegetable garden. These are starting to come in really nice with squash. Okay, so we're going to mount it on this post here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's the mounting post is put on the fence post. I haven't tightened it down completely. I'm going to make sure that the level indicator on the unit is level and use those to tighten down on it. Okay, so the wonders of modern technology. I have a compass on my phone. This solar panel has to be oriented facing south, so it's going to be that way. Once it's on there and I'm set and stuff like that, and then this level indicator on top of the unit, you can see, right? I'm going to try and get that centered as much as I can. And then the other thing I mustn't forget to do is take off this. What is it called? Remove this tape before operation of unit. And that's so the rain gauge can work. Okay folks, so south is basically that way towards that orange bush across the road there. So I need to turn this slightly. That's as close to south as I'm gonna get it. So I'm happy that's facing south. Yeah, that's facing south, that's nice. Okay, so we can put the phone away. Now and then there's the level indicator. So I'm not level. That's level there. So we need to tighten down a couple. Okay, let's tighten it down. And the bubble indicators is close to the center as I can get it. So I'm happy with that. Now it's just to go I'm going to go out front and fasten the screws in there, and then it's secure, and that's mounted. And now we can start reading the weather. I'll go inside and clear the unit, reset it, and then see if they talk to each other from this distance. It's got to go back to the house back there, so we'll see. They say 100 meters, so that we should be good. Mustn't forget to remove this. So that's off now. That's done. Just put that on there. So that's off. Everything's spinning nicely. We'll see. Okay, so the last and final thing to do is it says clear data collected during installation. So I'm just going to hold clear and reset all. So we'll see. There it is there. Okay. I wonder how long I hold that for. I think I'm going to do that again just so I'm happy it's done. Okay, so it's all done. It's 108 out there. Heat index is 104. That's what it feels like. So that's good. We're getting the readings. Wind speed is 5 miles an hour. It's 80 degrees indoors. So one of the things it does is it's in learning mode now. It's the self-calibrating forecasting. Use a unique algorithm to analyze changes in the pressure over a time period, called learning mode. See there, it's in learning mode. It's to determine your altitude and stuff like that. So after 14 days, the learning mode icon will disappear. And at this point, the self-calibrated pressure is tuned into your location and the unit is ready for superior weather prediction. I'm very excited to see that. So when I was doing the settings, it came up with weather ticker, and I didn't know what the weather ticker was. I thought it was that spinning thing on the unit outside. So it had the speeds set to fast, medium, and slow. And I just left it at the factory setting, which was medium. The ticker display is actually these messages that come up on the bottom here. So you're getting a heat index, wind chill. It just keeps bringing you like on a ticker tape, giving you what the stuff is happening outside. So I'm going to set mine to slow. So there's the final piece of the puzzle. Units on the wall. I've connected the power cable to it. It's plugged into the mains power, not using battery anymore. Battery is just a backup, so when it doesn't lose its data if you have a power failure. So yep, we all set and ready to go. Temperature's 111 already, man, it's toasty. It's very hot. Wind speed 7 miles per hour. That's what it looks like mounted on the wall in the night. It's a really cool thing. I feel like such a weather nerd. Can't wait for it to go through its whole learning phase for 14 days and stuff like that. And then we'll see when it starts measuring barometric pressure and all those kind of things. So we have the threat of rain all around us. There's just dark, ominous clouds, and looks like we've got rain coming from that side. Let's go and see what the weather station says. So it's still in learning mode. See what the ticker tape says. Wind 2 miles an hour. Forecast chance of light rain. So it's picking that up, that there's a chance. It's 113 today. So folks, weather station was right. We're getting some light rain. You can see the speckles on the ground. It's literally a light rain. Look how it's running off the roof. There's lightning and thunder and stuff. Oh, hope I got that. I was turning away as it shot. The lightning went. But yeah, that weather station was correct. That's amazing. I'm very impressed. Whoa. Well, that's nice. We're getting a light drizzle. Man, we needed it. So the light rain we had has stopped. But I have a feeling where that lightning was, there's something bigger coming behind it. But the weather station was correct. That's what I'm stoked about.